Welcome back to another episode of Earth to Rocco. Today I'm making one of my favorite vegetable side dishes, Brussels sprouts. A lot of people cringe when they hear Brussels sprouts. That's because they've never had them the way I make them. My dad actually never really liked Brussels sprouts until I made them for him one day, and now it's one of his favorites too. Although I wouldn't consider this recipe to be super healthy, there's still quite a bit of nutrients in Brussels sprouts. They're a great source of iron, protein, potassium, and vitamin B6. An interesting fact, Brussels sprouts come from the cabbage family, so they're actually mini cabbages. I'm gonna show you how to pick your Brussels sprouts, how to prepare them, and how to get them nice and crispy. So when choosing your Brussels sprouts, you wanna pick ones that are very small. When they reach the size of golf balls, they can be super bitter and the leaves are tougher, which we don't want. The perfect size for a Brussels sprout would be about the size of a chestnut. This won't take too long to prepare, so before we get started, we're gonna preheat the oven to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. So each Brussels sprout has a dark piece on the bottom. I'm not sure what they're called, but we're gonna chop them off. So we'll just chop them up. Some of the larger pieces I'm gonna cut in half. For the smaller ones, you won't have to cut them in half. So I'm just gonna transfer it into a large bowl. Some of the leaves might fall off, but we're still gonna use it because they make great little crispy bits. I'm gonna chop up a few cloves of garlic to put in there as well. So my mom actually taught me a neat trick for peeling garlic. Use the knife to smash it, and then the peel comes off nice and easy. We'll just mince these up very finely. Now we can add them in. Next, I'm gonna throw in some vegan bacon. This is totally optional, but I used to love my Brussels sprouts with bacon, which is why I still put in vegan bacon. Now we'll add in some lemon juice. Lemon juice is gonna help to cut out the bitterness of the Brussels sprouts, and it also adds in some vitamin C. This helps to increase the absorption of iron from the Brussels sprouts. Not that Brussels sprouts really need it because they're very high in vitamin C. Now I'm gonna add in some salt. Just put a little bit for now, we'll put more after it's done cooking. Salt can prevent it from getting crispy. Some black pepper. I'm just gonna add in a splash of balsamic vinegar. I'm gonna be adding in some melted vegan butter. You can substitute this with extra virgin olive oil if you prefer. Now we're gonna mix it all up. Now we're gonna place the Brussels sprouts on a baking sheet. Make sure that they're face up. This is to ensure that the inside gets crispy. Make sure to scoop the bowl so that everything is joining the party. And now we're gonna place them in the oven for about 30 minutes. About halfway through the cooking time, just gently move around the Brussels sprouts. Make sure not to flip them. Now that they come out of the oven, we can hit them with some salt. I like to salt these up like French fries. Just make sure to stir it. So if you want to make this really fast on a weeknight, it also works really well in an air fryer. You can air fry them at 400 degrees for about 16 minutes and they come out just as crispy. I've been talking about these for so long, now it's time to dig in. I could snack on these all day. The outside became super crispy and the inside stayed nice and tender. And the leaves are like chips. The vegan bacon adds the perfect hint of smokiness and the balsamic vinegar is bright but subtle. I hope you try this dish, especially if you don't like Brussels sprouts. This dish can turn any Brussels sprout hater into a Brussels sprout lover. If you try it, let me know in the comments section below. I hope you liked this recipe, and if you did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button to get notifications for my latest videos. Check out earth2rocko.com for today's full recipe. Until next time!